Space Watchers, and welcome back to Colorado Springs. We're here at the second day of the Space Symposium, and with me there is an old friend of SpaceWatch.Global, Luigi Scatteia, Global Space Practice Lead at PwC. Luigi, how are you doing?
Very well, thank you so much, Emma. It's a pleasure to be here again with you.
It's a pleasure to see you again. Always very interesting to have your insights and pick your brain on what's going on in the space economy sector. So we are here in Colorado. The last time we met, we were in Brussels, so a different setup. And I was wondering if you can explain us which type of clients PwC meet here in Colorado. What is your target audience?
Absolutely. I mean, this is one of the largest events related to space worldwide. So basically, almost all our clients are here at the event. So we work, as you know, with space agencies, with institutions, with governments. We work with private companies, with startups. We work with investment funds. And more or less, we find all this crowd here in Colorado at the Space Symposium.
They are all waiting for you. So you guys just presented the main trends and challenges in space sector report. It's the 4th edition, and I was wondering if you can give us a bit of a peek inside, which are kind of like the 3 mega ideas, the 3 mega trends that you have summarized.
Absolutely. So this is it's indeed the 4th edition of our flagship space reports, and I mean, in the end, we don't have like big headlines in this report, right? I mean, we don't have, let's say, the 1.something trillion assessment in 2030 something. We try to focus here more in like showing, trying to demonstrating and conveying, the granularity of the trends and dynamics that regulate a complex sector like space. So we start with macro trends, like trends that affect the sector more or less all over. And in here we have, for example, say the geopolitical conditions, right? So we can see right now like an ever increasing relevance of space for defense and security. We can see this impacting the global supply chain, through regionalization of space. We have a section that looks at environment and society, because space is basically, there's a discourse now on the environmental impact of space. And there is also, like, of course, the fact that space contributes to the climate action, right? So we try to look at that. We look at technology. We look at the evolutions of the access to finance conditions. Conditions now are very different from a couple of years ago, right? And we try to track that down. And then we have sections that are dedicated to specific space domains, so like Earth observation, navigation, and so on. Because basically we want to convey indeed the message. Each of these domains have very, very specific dynamics, so it needs to be looked at and in detail in order to be able to place the domain inside the full big picture related to space. Yeah.
So you really break down all the different sectors and different parameters.
Yeah,
excellent.
Indeed.
And I saw that there is a specific part on policy regulations and governance, and I was wondering if you can maybe explain us which type of regulations you are tackling. In
Absolutely. Indeed, policy regulation and governance is, it's sort of the, let's say, the foundation, right, of the sector. It's sort of an enabling factor that makes all the other activities possible. So on the regulation side, in the report, we actually look at, first of all, we try to explain what are the main regulatory levers that countries can use in order to have attractive regulatory frameworks that bring, business to their ecosystem, right? And then we try to map evolutions from the regulatory side. So there's been a number of countries that have been updating their space laws and space regulations. There are countries that have been releasing all new space law and space regulations. So we try to track all of these and explain what are the main, let's say, point of interest for that. And we also have a deep dive on Middle East in there, like on all the regulatory activity going on in Middle East. Excellent. We have some classical music. Thank you.
The nice of the live recording.
The live recording.
So you also break down by geographical areas and you with the focus on the Middle East as well. Together
Absolutely.
Other parts. Luigi, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for
Thanks
spending time here together. And as usual, I'm looking forward for the next time we have the
Thank you so much, Emma. Thanks a lot. It was a pleasure.
Thank you very much. Space Watch out.
Thank you.